Today we are going to be talking about the most loved versus most hated female MCU actors.
From Gwyneth Paltrow not even remembering which MCU film she's been in.
Oh, come on.
No.
Yeah.
I was in Avengers.
No, you were in
Avengers.
Spider-Man also.
They just got to be doing that, right? They just have to be doing that. I don't believe that somebody'd be like that. If you were in a movie...
To Florence Pugh throwing herself into stunt work because she genuinely cares about every role she takes.
Take a look at this. This is not CGI. It's not green screen. It's not a stunt double. She really did this.
Here
oh my
are
God.
the most hated versus most loved female MCU actors.
Now, I don't keep up with actors too much. I can see Brie Larson at the top there, and I definitely know that people love her, but I don't know why people... Okay, sorry. I don't know where the best spot my webcam is. The Gwyneth Paltrow, I believe her name is over here. Yeah, her selling her special candles. I know people hated her for that.
Starting with the one almost everyone agrees on, Zendaya. Zendaya didn't enter the MCU as a superstar, even though she already was one. In Spider-Man Homecoming, she barely had 10 minutes of screen time. She wasn't the love interest, she wasn't the central character, and her lines were intentionally minimal.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't love her as MJ, dude. But I have nothing against Zendaya. I feel like people are like, I saw the green, I think that he's about to say that everybody loves her. I think the tide's changing on Zendaya because people are seeing her way too much in things, but I don't have anything against her. I don't get excited for anything about Zendaya.
You guys are at this lame party.
You're here too.
Am I?
But Marvel still pushed her heavily in the marketing because they knew fans loved her. And the crazy part is, she didn't complain. Zendaya might be the closest thing the MCU has to a universally loved actress. Most actors
I don't know if is that the case anymore though, because people seem to be turning the tides.
have turned down a role that small. Zendaya accepted it with zero ego. She treated it like an opportunity instead of a downgrade.
I love that. I love that. That's actually very, very nice to hear.
Though she came from Disney, had a hit TV show, a growing music career, and a massive fandom behind her. Her relationship with Tom Holland only amplified her reputation. They keep...
Dude, I can't believe they stay together like that long, too. You usually hear about a lot of these celebrities ending up having problems and getting divorced, but they seem so unproblematic and just like, you know, living life happily.
Things private, respectful, and completely drama-free. No messy headlines, no attention-seeking. She protects him, he protects her, and fans love that.
It is nice. How can you not support people like that? Honestly, with all the toxic couples and the messaging that they end up bringing people to, I'm surprised that they're not lecturing the public about something.
Zendaya seems like one of the rare child actors who had decent parents and a support system to keep early fame from ruining her life. She is incredibly talented and smart. But
well said. Well said. You don't hear anything bad about Zendaya, except for the people obviously like getting Zendaya, people getting tired of it, you know?
For every beloved actress like Zendaya, there's someone on the opposite side of the internet.
I wonder who this one could be.
Someone who learned the hard way how quickly a fan base can turn on you. Brie Larson is one of the strangest cases in the MCU. She entered the franchise with an Oscar, a clean reputation, and a resume full of serious films. But
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't really seen anything that like prior to her comments when she was talking about Captain Marvel. I don't think that she did anything bad, right? She was just kind of unproblematic. The girl, I mean, I knew her from 21 Jump Street.
Somehow ended up becoming one of the most hated actresses Marvel has ever had. And it wasn't because of her acting. It was because of everything around it. Her backlash started long before Captain Marvel even released. Clips began circulating online, moments where she talked about representation, diversity, or criticism from older male reviewers.
You know what I've never understood is that for the actors, you want everybody to come see the movie, right? Why don't you just say my movie's for everybody? It's like the least problematic thing that you could possibly say.
But the internet doesn't do nuance. They took small sound bites, chopped them up, and turned them into a narrative.
Brie Larson hates white men. I don't know what video this is.
That she hates men. Once that stuck, it spread fast. Suddenly, every interview she did was analyzed like a crime scene. Every crossed arm, every serious expression, every...
I hope he's going to play the clip because I think I do remember hearing her say that the video wasn't for like old white men or something like that. I don't remember. I take that with a grain of salt. I might be misremembering it there. I haven't really paid too much attention to her. Oh, hey, Sunny baby. My puppy's just laying down behind us.
Confident statement became, she's making Thanos look like the good guy.
Oof.
Or, I wonder why she didn't give up her role to a female of color.
We're not going to be able to comment on the... Oh, is this a clip? Okay, hang on.
I need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. I want to know.
Things only...
Yeah. Well, you know what I don't get about these actors? Just be unproblematic. You know, don't insult anybody. Just do your acting. And look at Zendaya. It's working out nicely for her.
Got worse during the Avengers Endgame press tour. Fans clipped awkward moments between her, Chris Hemsworth, and Don Cheadle, framing
I'm not gonna lie. That I remember this one, and this one did seem like they had beef.
it like the cast hated her.
So it can go go on and
And sorry, this is already low volume for the video. It's not me.
for the passing of the torch, and Bree just has to not screw it up.
Yeah, look, you can tell, like, okay, there seems to be genuine, like, animosity between everybody here.
And Bree just has to not screw it up.
Yep.
I felt okay until he said it like that, and then now I feel a little.
One uncomfortable laugh became Brie Larson is a Karen who is famous, and while Brie's reputation got shredded by overanalysis and outrage clips,
That one definitely wasn't overanalysis. I'm sorry, I'm with that one. There was hatred between the actors for that one,
the
guys.
next actress built her entire MCU legacy on the opposite: warmth, honesty, and a kind of vulnerability that
You know what kind of built up this one too? Is everybody just calling her mommy. And everybody loves her.
that made fans instantly connect with her.
Oh.
Elizabeth Olsen didn't walk into Marvel trying to be the face of anything, but somehow she became the heartbeat of the entire franchise.
She came in, she played her part, she did a good job. She's a phenomenal actress. How can you not like her, man?
We know you're not on social media, so we wanted to just share some of our favorite responses to the iconic Wanda so you are aware of what the people think of her. Elizabeth Olsen, my lord and savior. That's mother right there. If she kills everyone, then she had a reason to do it.
Yeah, dude, everybody calling her mommy, everybody calling her mom, like a mother. Dude, memes can generate so much love for people, dude.
Wanda Maximoff started as a side character with barely any lines, yet over the years, fans pushed her to the top. And the crazy thing is, Elizabeth never asked for that spotlight. She
And dude, I liked her in Age of Ultron too. I've always liked her. I always liked her character. I thought she's a great actor too.
just showed up, delivered every scene with honesty, and people connected with her instantly.
Yep.
She deserves a solo movie. She's the most iconic female hero. When she talked about her anxiety, fame, or the pressure of joining such a massive franchise, she didn't package it as inspiration, she just told the truth. That vulnerability made her feel human.
I'm not familiar with what they're talking about. I guess she wasn't ready for something big like that. Huh. Yeah, I guess that is something people can connect with. I'm just, again, I don't usually keep up on actor culture and things like that.
Especially in a studio filled with larger-than-life personalities.
Dude, what's crazy too is she is much better. Make for a good video is ranking like the MCU actors based on like their acting ability. She'd definitely be up there, dude. Oh my god, in the MCU, particularly when Vision was dying and when she came back down to get revenge on Thanos, dude, her acting ability, like, it draws tears out of you, man.
I have like heart racing, handshaking problems when I have to be in a crowd of people. One-on-one, I feel fine.
Wow.
But the moment it's like one on like a room full or a theater full of people, I become this like insulated, terrified person who thinks they're gonna.
It's almost difficult to believe. You think that she's just trying to be relatable. She's just trying to be like one of you. You think, because it's so difficult like that an actor would feel that way, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
She is so relatable. I also hate crowds and public speaking and also have anxiety, and I am so impressed how she perfectly deals with her social anxiety.
See, but hang on, that could be the game plan from Elizabeth Olsen, eh? That could just be the game plan.
Because when mine attacks, I can barely speak, and my hands would just shake unconsciously. She also respects the craft in a way fans admire. On set, she's known for being prepared, disciplined, and focused, but not in a diva way.
You just don't hear anything negative coming out of her. And it's crazy, too, that we have to praise this. Like, oh, Hollywood produces such pieces of crap that it's nice when somebody's nice and normal. We have to praise that.
In a she takes this seriously way. Her directors praise her for being low maintenance and emotionally locked in. Even when the fandom fights over the direction of her character, Elizabeth stays respectful. She talks about her coworkers like friends, talks about the writers like collaborators, and talks about the fans like she's genuinely grateful they care. That
you should be. Like, she seems down to earth, right? She seems nice and normal and grateful for her position.
Sincerity is rare. She didn't ask to be the mother of the MCU. Fans gave her that title because she earned it without even trying. But not every MCU actress kept the same clean reputation. Some walked straight into controversy and didn't walk back out.
I don't know her name. The actor who played the Wasp, I don't think I know of any controversy that she's had. People don't like her? Huh.
Evangeline Lilly wasn't always disliked. When she first joined the MCU as Hope Van Dyne, fans saw her as a cool, grounded actress who brought weight to a smaller corner of the franchise.
Yep, she did a good job. I loved both. I loved the first two Ant-Man movies. I did not like the third one that much at all. but I think she's a very good actor.
She had the lost fan base behind her, a clean reputation, and a strong presence. Then everything changed, and fast. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, she made a series of posts that immediately rubbed people the wrong way.
No Corona house arrest, not for this. Oh no, why would you post that? Why? You have everything going for you. Why would you just nuke it like that?
Downplayed the virus, questioned safety measures, and talked about valuing.
Oh no. Oh no. I didn't know that she posted any of this, dude. Why would you do that? You have everything going for you. Just shut your mouth and make your money.
Freedom over restrictions. At a time when millions were scared, frustrated, or losing loved ones, her tone felt out of touch.
Oh my God.
This is the latest one. We've got Evangeline Lilly. She's facing backlash over refusing to self-isolate during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now,
dude, how have I never heard about that? That, like, as soon as in 2020, if somebody did that, they were like everywhere. They were like the worst. I'm not going to compare it to anybody, but you get my point.
She was, of course, formerly from Lost, the Ant-Man and Wasp star, and she's taken a stand against self-quarantining during this pandemic. She posted a photo of her morning tea, quotes, on Instagram and said it was business as usual.
Fans weren't just annoyed, they were disappointed. She wasn't trying to be malicious, but the post came across as careless, especially coming from someone with a platform that big. Then the vaccine
yeah, I don't think we can comment on these things, eh?
Controversy started. She publicly joined protests, supported anti-mandate movements, and made statements about bodily autonomy that many people agreed with, just not in the context she presented them. To those
Oh boy. Do people yeah, people wouldn't let her live that down. I just never heard about that one with her. Huh.
Already frustrated with her earlier comments, this felt like the final straw. Marvel didn't comment, but fans noticed how little she appeared in promotion afterward.
Oh my God, that would make sense, eh? Oh no. Yeah, you just shot yourself in the foot. Dude, regardless of whether you disagree or agree with what was going on in 2020 and the measures that were taken, if I was in Hollywood, I would be like the biggest, be like, all right, guys, we all need to come together. We need to stay inside. I'm doing my part. Look at me. And then I would do that cringe thing that all of the actors do. I don't know if I could bring myself to be as cringe as them, but you know what I'm talking about? The people, like the elites of the world, just pretending like they're they're doing everything that we're doing. You know what I mean?
Interviews felt distant. Her energy looked different. Whether it was intentional or just timing, people assumed Marvel was slowly phasing her out, and she became the face of a controversy the studio clearly didn't want. And while her reputation dipped hard, the next actress moved in the exact opposite direction, winning fans through authenticity, humor, and a personality that felt impossible to dislike.
Now, I liked her character, and I think that she did a really good job acting, but I don't know much about her outside of that. I know that everybody under the sun is like beyond attracted to this woman. I'm not going to comment on that because I'm a married man. I will say, I think it's incredibly overhyped, but dude, people love her.
Florence Pugh didn't need years in the MCU to earn fan loyalty. She did it the moment she walked on screen as Yelena. There's something different about her. She doesn't show up to play a superhero. She shows up like she has something to prove. Casting Florence Pugh as Yelena is one of the best decisions the MCU has ever made.
Yeah, the character is phenomenal, and the actress is really, really great as well.
And nothing proves that more than the stunt work. While most actors stay behind safety mats and green screens, Florence was out there doing a huge amount of her own physical work, including literally jumping off the second tallest building in Budapest for Black.
She actually parachuted? That wasn't CGI? Oh my God. Dude, you have to commend her for that. You have to. Taking your craft that seriously, taking your work of art that seriously, that's crazy. Dude, I'd be getting somebody to do that for me for sure.
Black Widow.
I had to get up the side of the building and not topple forward. You know how you get up out of bed or get up out of a pool or get up off the steps? It's like that, but with like that drop in front of you. It's like not like that at all.
On press tours, she's the spark, joking around, hyping up her co-stars, and never acting like she's better than anyone else.
You hear that pretty often. You can just tell like by who's just been sitting down, making good movies, people liking them, and they're making their money, eh?
He talks about anxiety, body image, and the pressure of being online with the same honesty she brings to emotional scenes. Fans connect with her because she doesn't try to look flawless. She just tries to be human. Even her controversies, like people attacking her dress choices or her relationship life, didn't hurt her.
I don't know any of that. I don't know what she did. I'm not going to comment on those ones.
She handled it with maturity, shutting down body shaming and toxic comments calmly but firmly. Her
Did she gain like a bunch of weight or something? If anybody could shed some light in the comments, I'd appreciate it. I'm not familiar.
responses never felt angry or defensive, just confident. That's what makes her so loved. She's strong without being intimidating, soft without being passive, and funny without being annoying. She walks into every role, Marvel or not, with the same mix of talent and humility. Florence Pugh is a talented, beautiful, and versatile actress. I'm glad she's into Marvel. But while Florence
Yeah, she did a good job, but she's carrying Thunderbolts, dude. Her acting ability is really, like, it really won me over in Thunderbolts especially.
authenticity helped her rise fast, the next actress had the exact opposite experience.
People are hating Scarlett Johansson now. The only thing that I can think of too is with Zendaya, where you're seeing her a little bit too much. But why do people hate her?
A superstar whose talent was overshadowed by internet controversy, backlash, and complicated public perception. Scarlett Johansson should have been one of the MCU's most universally loved actresses. She was the first major female hero in the franchise. She carried Black Widow for a decade, and she helped define the early tone of the Avengers. But somewhere along the line, her reputation got buried under a pile of controversies.
I've never heard one of them. Maybe it's just because I'm just out of touch with celebrities. Maybe it's because I just sit down and watch movies, but I was familiar with all the Brie Larson one, but maybe it was just like bigger.
The turning point was the casting controversies. She signed on to play a trans man in Rub and Tug, then dropped out after backlash.
Okay.
Before that, she faced criticism for playing an Asian-coded character in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I feel like that one kind of got swept under the rug pretty quick, though. People talked about that for a little bit, and then people forgot about it. I forgot about it, too.
Even though she apologized and stepped away, people kept using those moments as proof that she was out of touch or didn't understand representation. Then came the Israel SodaStream situation, the moment that shifted her public image globally. Scarlett had been a brand ambassador for SodaStream, a company that operated its primary factory in the occupied West Bank at the time. Human rights groups criticized the partnership, saying the brand's presence in that region was politically charged.
Oh no, I want to know how much money she made from that. I want to know, because you could see something like that coming. I want to know how much money they were paying her to do something like that. But then again, there are some celebrities that just don't care, right? Like, I'm sorry, the name's escaping me. The actor who played the Wasp. Like, some people just don't care.
Hansen also stirred controversy for becoming the brand's ambassador, as the company operates a factory in the West Bank.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, she's probably just laughing every single night about people hating her while she's making her money.
Scarlett has rejected the criticism, saying she hopes to help build a bridge between Israelis and Palestinians.
By selling something?
Scarlett didn't back down. She publicly defended the company and ended her long-running partnership with Oxfam when the nonprofit urged her to leave the deal. To her supporters, she was standing firm in what she believed. And on the internet, nuance doesn't survive. The backlash was huge, fast, and intensely personal. Years later, the impression stuck. People still bring it up anytime her name trends. Even inside Marvel circles, fans noticed she wasn't as present in press tours anymore. And when the Disney lawsuit happened over Black Widow's release, she got...
Now, I thought really quick, I thought that was just because her character died. I thought that's why we weren't seeing her too much. I didn't know that there would be more to it. Dude, hey, you know what? You're learning so much about these. Dude, I really love this channel in SpideyParker. By the way, links will be in the pinned comment description down below if you guys happen to not be familiar. Phenomenal channel, one of my best when it comes to like MCU and stuff like that.
Dragged again for seeming money-driven, even though she was just fighting for a contract Marvel broke. And if Scarlett's controversies caused friction, the next actress took things even further, drifting so far into her own world that fans began questioning how connected she was to reality at all.
Okay, but we got the green there, so people are happy about that.
Hailee Steinfeld is one of those rare celebrities who somehow manages to exist in the spotlight without ever feeling manufactured. She's been famous for over a decade, but she still carries herself like someone who doesn't fully realize how big she actually is.
Dude, I've never watched Hawkeye either. I heard that she did a really good job in Hawkeye. I always mean to circle around to it, but I just never got around to it. I liked her in Bumblebee, but I don't know if I've watched anything else that she acts in. She makes some good music.
And fans love that. From True Grit to Pitch Perfect to Marvel, her reputation has always been the same. Genuine, warm, and quietly confident.
I think it's a fair way to describe it. Seems fairly unproblematic, eh? Seems like she's just doing her thing, making her money, working on her craft.
She doesn't chase drama. She doesn't force relatability. She doesn't overshare her life just to trend. She shows what she wants to show, and somehow it's always enough.
Or maybe I'll whisper mine, and you won't know the difference.
Okay.
That's the fun part of the game.
Listen.
Pinky pound. All right. Now,
yeah, I mean, she's just being herself, eh?
Even when the internet tried to drag her into other people's mess, the Shemake more
Why do they always do that? That's what I don't understand. And as somebody, and I know on this channel, over on the Clenema Channel here, I don't have like a steady audience, but I am involved in the Fortnite and the MMA space with my other channels. Feel free to check them out, by the way. Link the tree at the top of the description. I have people to now, like, where they're trying to get me to speak on stuff that's like not even related to the channel, where it's like, you have a platform, you need to talk about this. I will never understand why people are like that, man. Just like, I'm like, leave me alone.
Shipping rumors, weird fan theories. She never entertained any of it. She stayed professional, respectful, and unbothered.
That's how you do it. Just be quiet about it. Just be quiet, do your thing, make your money.
That silence wasn't avoidance, it was maturity.
It's easier to be Miles flirting with Gwen when I'm looking at Haley.
When you're looking at her, right.
Oh boy.
I was very happy to work with Haley.
Haley also connects with the fans in a way that feels natural. Haley is a breath of fresh air to the MCU. Love her energy so much. But while
I haven't heard anything outside of Hawkeye, so hopefully her character didn't die in Hawkeye. Because I've always liked Haley Steinfeld. I never had a problem with her, so hopefully we can see her character continue on.
Haley built a reputation on quiet authenticity. The final actress on this list is the opposite. Someone whose brand became so bizarre and disconnected that people don't even know if
are we about to hear about the candles? That's the only one that I know of.
Trolling or serious. Gwyneth Paltrow is one of the strangest cases in the MCU, not because of anything she did on screen, but because of everything she did off it. She plays Pepper Potts, one of the most important supporting characters in the entire franchise.
And she's a good actor. She played the part well. The character was fairly likable. Not the best, but she was good at what she did.
Somehow, she feels like the only actress who doesn't actually realize she's in these movies.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. They played a clip right at the beginning where she's pretending like she didn't know. Come on, dude.
The running joke online is simple. Gwyneth Paltrow has no idea which film she's acted in. And the thing is, it's not even a joke. It's real. There's the moment on the Chef Show where Jon Favreau mentions the time they worked together in Spider-Man Homecoming, and she literally responds, "I wasn't in Spider-Man." Favreau had to correct her on camera. Yes, you were. Her face said everything. Total shock.
Spider-Man? Well, yeah, we were in Spider-Man together. Remember we were on Spider-Man?
Don't tell me she's playing that stupid game where they want to be above some of the things that they've done. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. If you're in a movie, I'm not buying it.
We weren't in Spider-Man.
Yes, we were.
Homecoming.
You were in Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah.
I was in Avengers.
Then there was the Avengers Endgame press cycle, where she slipped up multiple times, forgetting scenes, co-stars, or entire moments fans memorized years ago. At one point, she even forgot she'd worked with Tom Holland, telling him, "We've never been in a movie together."
Come on. She's just trying to be bigger than the MCU. No, you know how Hollywood has that issue where it's like, I know they don't really have that issue now, but remember like a few years ago, or maybe even a little bit more than that, it wasn't seen as art, you know? The superhero genre. Crazy.
Tom had to remind her that they had.
I mean, I've only worked with Gwyneth one time on Spider-Man Homecoming, which she doesn't remember.
Fans weren't offended, they were baffled. How can someone be such a major character in the MCU and still forget entire films?
Yeah, I don't know how somebody could possibly buy that. Dude, come on, man.
Fan commented, "She has to be my least liked person in the entire MCU," with another fan responding saying, "Yeah, I love Pepper, but can't stand Gwyneth Paltrow."
I don't know, man. Separate the art from the artist, dude, and Brie Larson gives her a run for her money, that's for sure.
And that disconnect is exactly why fans don't vibe with her. In a universe built on passion,
I thought we were going to talk about the candles.
Loyalty, she's the one actress who seems like she isn't even aware she's part of it.
Yeah, it's good, man. I enjoyed that video. Dude, again, SpideyParker does such a good job with the content. Please go show some love in the pinned comment description down below. Who is your favorite actor? Who's your least favorite actor? If you want to talk a little bit more about the MCU, check out these crazy Avengers Doomsday theories, right here. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody.